Hello everyone, I'm back, the overlay's back. Welcome to a game here on Secret Valley between Happy versus Soin. Happy as spawning as the blue human player. He did choose random, so Soin has no idea what's going on here so far, as he's spawned as, well, let's go ahead and fix those colors, the yellow orc on the top right hand side of the map. Getting over to that two-minute mark just to get things underway. And what will Happy prepare for us today as he gets things going? All right, slowing things down to 1 time speed. Now going to clear after this 533 creep camp. Apparently, I need to charge my camera light as Null Warden will be shut down here. Null Warden, Null Overseer, Null Brute. This 533 creep camp easily cleared by Happy. Meanwhile, off to the north, Farseer using a Grunt and 2 Spirit Wolves to do the same thing as well. All right, Null Brute will get finished off. Militia already quickly shuffling back to work as that Archmage will just be shy of level 2. Coming back across here, Farseer also just going to be shy of level 2 after taking down this Null Brute. Obviously, those Militia adding in a little bit of speed in terms of, trying to clear out that creep camp as the Farseer picks up Claws of Attack +5. Archmage now at 2 picks up Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 and ready to move on out. Tech to tier 2 has already begun for Soin. Meanwhile, Happy is opening things up with an Arcane Tower instead, just in case there are Spirit Wolves who try and come harass. Archmage off on the other side here, going to go after the Murloc Flesh Eaters and these other units as well. Murloc Huntsman will get taken down. Murloc Tide Runner will get taken down, as well as that Archmage will still be shy of level 3. So early on creeping coming in from both sides opting to try and put pressure onto these creep camps. That Spirit Wolf will be down to 14 hit points, won't get any real damage off. Meanwhile, the Archmage, I thought he was going to try and buy and sell something, hasn't bought anything or sold anything either, picking up those boots of speed and now ready to move on out. Low hit point Footman down to 45 hit points, down to 15. It looks as though the Spirit Wolf will be the one to get that final shot off. That one Footman could have slipped right in front and tried to give a little bit of additional time for that one Footman to escape back home, but the Footman does end up falling, as you see the experience gained there. All right, coming back off to the north, a couple of Footmen actually caught out into the middle of the open battlefield. It may not be able to survive here. Down to 40 hit points. Water Elementals doing a good job trying to create a little bit of separation, but that Footman's days are numbered. Coming back across here, the Farseer, if it summons additional new Spirit Wolves, Soin will not get that kill. The timing is going to be key on that, as the Farseer can't summon Spirit Wolves just quite yet. Needs a little bit more time. Is he going to accidentally summon them before getting in that kill? There goes a beautiful deny once more, as that Archmage is trying to retreat back. Footman is going to be able to hide in the very far back. One more shot needed. He does get taken down, and now the Farseer can summon up new Spirit Wolves if he chooses to. Level 2 on that Farseer, getting very, very close to level 3. Just going to be 4 experience shy. Yes, he is human. I want to see a game Happy versus or 120 human versus undead, just to see how things go and how things are. We are looking at that Rifleman getting trained up. He always plays Rifleman though. Yep, Happy is playing Rifleman. He has transitioned into Rifleman nicely. I guess the Crypt Fiend counterpart to the human army, but we all know that it doesn't work out nearly as well. Coming back around, Happy still sitting at level 2. Farseer will get to level 3 off of this creep camp here, and with that level 2 Spirit Wolves being able to deal quite a bit more damage. Potion of Greater Mana also a great help, as the Archmage, without a Clarity Potion, not able to drop a second Water Elemental as of yet. Back off to the north side here, Ogre Warrior going to get taken down. Ogre Warrior is getting taken down here. Farseer, with that Potion of Greater Mana, could try and place down a bit of pressure. Meanwhile, Archmage is now at level 3 with those level 2 Water Elementals in tow. 32 supply versus 29. Pretty much neck and neck so far. We do have tier 2 already for Soin, but no sign of Tauren Chieftain already out on the battlefield as well. So Tauren Chieftain already here, already present, and bringing in the Endurance Aura, also has Wand of Mana Stealing, so that could be used fairly aggressively to try and stop some aggression here. Meanwhile, Spirit Lodge taking quite a bit of damage. Upgrades are not nearly done, and the War Mill has not been is not researching reinforced defenses as of yet. There's a bit of repairs underway as well as the Farseer going up against here, but there are two water elementals really dishing out quite a bit of damage as we are looking at Raiders trying to get trained up too. All right, Farseer looking to perhaps finish off some of these water elementals. Orc Burrow fighting back here as well as the Headhunters are showing up to the party. Mountain King, and they perhaps get off a Stormbolt, finishes off a Grunt. Tauren Chieftain coming back as well. Are we going to see a Stomp? No, we are not, but the Chain Lightning did finish off a Footman before it departed as well. All right, we are looking at Happy going to Rifle Casters, Blacksmith. Blacksmith getting that long range rifles, and also Priest getting trained up too. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2 did place down a Stomp earlier, as we're, well, really waiting to see what exactly Happy is going to be trying to follow up next. Happy going after the Ogre Magi creep camp here at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, we are looking at the Farseer going after the Fountain of Health creep camp in the corner. That is a level 6 Ward Golem in addition to a level 6 Drake. Significantly more difficult to try and clear out here on Secret Valley 2.0. Tauren Chieftain going after that War Golem. Now you can see that the Headhunter is regenerating hit points and pulling that red Drake away, trying to take down that big damage unit. And it looks like it will end up falling here. This may give a big advantage if that Tauren Chieftain can get to level, well, no, not going to be able to get to level 3, but the Farseer gets to level 4, meaning level 2 Chain Lightning. That Chain Lightning will be bouncing around, especially on that backside with all of those priests and those riflemen. That Chain Lightning really dishing out a lot of damage across those units here, as we're looking at, well, Soin finding the perfect opportunity to perhaps try and do a potential creep jack here. Are we going to see a Tauren Chieftain throw down a Stomp? There goes an Ensnare. There's a Stomp. There's a Thunderclap as well. Both sides suffering quite a bit of damage, as the Farseer could perhaps try and turn back around and, well, lob a Chain Lightning. There goes a Stormbolt onto a Grunt, trying to punish back that play, or does not make it as profitable, as the Ogre Lord still wants to get in some damage and throws a Shockwave across some of those Grunts there. Farseer still trying to retreat back here. Ogre Lord, now looking to retreat back here, as Happy just playing the game beautifully and really chasing with a slight supply advantage. Evasion or missing, not quite sure how that mishappened, as Grunts are healing up at that fountain there. Chain Lightning going back or bouncing around on that backside. One priest going to get taken down. Another priest dodging that Stomp, but it could end up getting finished off still, as well the Tauren Chieftain is going straight after it. Any more ensnares? No, we are not. More summoning of those Spirit Wolves trying to get back into play. Raider gets another ensnare off, and Happy, well, taking quite a bit of damage onto his priest, no longer able to stick around in this fight nearly as easily. Very difficult to keep your casters or your healer alive when they are targetable by biological spells such as chain lightning, well, yeah, just such as Chain Lightning, Stormbolt, Death Coil, Frost Nova. Archmage looking to back away here and, well, perhaps clear out this creep camp. Finally, Ogre Lord pretty much healed up, back up to full with the help of that Forest Troll High Priest up on the high ground. Farseer perhaps could have tried to get a Chain Lightning across all of those units, but unable to guarantee the bounce would go the way they expected, as level 3 now on the Tauren Chieftain after an easy one-shot, one-kill by that Farseer, taking down that Water Elemental after the Purge. Tauren Chieftain still looking to get in a little bit more damage. Does have a wand, a mana stealing, wants to land down a Stomp if at all possible. And now Ogre Lord throws down a Shockwave here. The Ogre Lord has done so much damage to this army. Who's going to get the final shot off? Farseer, I believe, got the experience there, as the units are now trying to engage here. Tauren Chieftain, is he going to throw down a Stomp here? Farseer still has plenty of mana. Are we going to look for a Stomp? There goes that Stomp now, as that level 3 Stomp does have a much bigger radius. Meanwhile, Farseer continuing to engage once more, trying to put back pressure. There's that Chain Lightning bouncing around again. Farseer now relatively low on mana. Needs to try and dish it out a bit more. 42 supply compared to 46, as level 4 now on the Archmage finally reached. Warsong Battle Drums, the item for the Archmage, giving overall damage bonus across the entire human army, as the units now look to retreat back, and we are only 11 minutes into this game. Archmage looking to finally clear out the remainder of this creep camp. Forest Troll, High Priest, Ogre, Magi, all of those units gonna get engaged here, and we have a long, drawn-out fight. But, well, Soin is using that Fountain of Health to his advantage, keeping some of these other units alive, and while Shaman, while trying to heal back up once more. Great Hall is nearly completed, and that might turn into the economic advantage that Soin needs. 2-0 upgrades also for those riflemen, nearly level 3, or will get to level 3 for this Mountain King, as we are looking at Ring of Regeneration and some great items on that Mountain King to keep him alive, and also opening things up with that level 2 Thunderclap. Let's make our way back off to the north here. High ground Ogre Lord Creep Camp. We saw all of the crazy shenanigans that happened to that southern location. Now time for the north, and it looks as though there is just enough time to easily clear out this creep camp. Tauren Chieftain getting an ensnare on that Ogre Lord. Gonna surround it, take it down. Item dropped is a Cloak of Flames. Perfect item to go alongside that stomp there. If he can get in a stomp and then make everyone just stay around him and listen while that Cloak of Flames burns them to the ground. All right, Rifleman Priest trying to take down this Great Hall quickly. He's going to have a difficult time. As we know, piercing and magical damage does not do well against fortified armor. However, without any sort of reinforcements here, this Great Hall looks like it will end up falling. Soin's trying to find time, but Happy is just saying, you know what, unless you engage me, I'm just going to freely shoot down this Great Hall. And why did you even bother trying to come this distance? Perhaps it would have been better if you just tried to clear out some difficult creep camps. All right, there's Chain Lightning. There is Cloak of Flames. The only way to add more damage to that is to throw in also some lightning armor in there as well. There goes some Chain Lightning bouncing around. No lightning armor was applied. As well, there were some priests here nearby that could have dispelled that rather quickly. Now, Cloak of Flames, coupled with lightning armor, can have that Tauren Chieftain start dishing out damage extremely, extremely quickly. Has to be very careful. Happy does, as well. That is a very nasty 1-2 combination. Cloak of Flames, 10 damage per second. I believe Lightning Shield is 15 or 20 damage a second. And, well, with that stomp and that 5-second stun, and followed up with a Chain Lightning, you can imagine how much damage the Farseer and that Tauren Chieftain with Cloak of Flames and Lightning Shield can do in a backline position. Rifleman, 2-1 upgrades now. He is staying at Tier 2. We are also staying at Tier 2 for Soin, as the armies are going to come across each other here. Rifleman with that, well, really strong range, able to push back or poke back that Farseer once more. 47 supply compared to 49. Hey, Crota, what do you play? Race back in time. I played a lot of Human. Human was my go-to race. All right, Militia now trying to join in on the battle here. They're going to be turning back into Peasants. Tauren Chieftain could get in some easy damage. Mountain King wants the Stormbolt, finds the Stormbolt onto a Raider. All right, are we going to see a Thunderclap? Yes, we are. There's a Lightning Shield. There is a Stomp, and look at that damage go as, well, that Cloak of Flame, or that Lightning Shield did come to an end, but that Cloak of Flames is still racking up quite a bit of damage. 45 to 45, both sides still pushing in more damage here. Tauren Chieftain wanting to find a nice, good swarm of units. Again, there goes another Chain Lightning bouncing around. Peasants, if they try to join in on the battlefield, are going to have a difficult time, as we see Lightning Shield now going down once more. There's a quick Dispel again, trying to finish things off, as the Cloak of Flames really racking up damage across multiple Peasants as well. There goes an Ensnare, followed by a Scroll of Town Portal. Multiple Peasants getting taken down, as we see them all pretty much fall. War Golem, Null Warden, Red Drake here, going to try and engage. 46 supply compared to 38. That was exactly what I was, what I wanted to see. Lightning Shield coupled with Cloak of Flames and Stomp, and how much damage that would really deal. And this is, well, also just as importantly, opening things up for Soin to clear out this difficult creep camp. But Happy realizes what's happening, and also bringing in a Mountain King of his own. In comes the engagement here. All right, units are trying to back away as the Mountain King gets in a Stormbolt, followed by a Thunderclap. Tauren Chieftain now making its way back over. Archmage could be in some serious trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability being transferred over as well. Farseer trying to keep a little bit of distance, trying to heal back up as well, as the Tauren Chieftain is still fighting its way through. Grunt grunts are falling. So many units falling. 37 supply compared to 44 as the Tauren Chieftain looking to just to finish off unit after unit. There goes some more units there. Farseer down to 62, down to 52. Is he going to be able to escape? Down to 24 hit points. And that fireball does seem to be enough there. One more shot on that rifleman. No, he was running for his lives, and the Raider simply could not catch up. Level 5, level 4 going up against the level 4, level 4. No economic advantage any longer as the Tauren Chieftain, the Farseer, now rushing out across the map. Clarity potions, healing salves galore as well. We could be looking at a bit of damage there. Stormbolt could have landed on that Farseer, which would have really put him on life support as he's not even back up to, will be back up to 300 hit points now. All right, slowly healing back up. Tauren Chieftain trying to test the waters. There's an illusionary Archmage right in that front line position as the Tauren Chieftain, if it gets to level 3, that level 3 stomp radius coupled with stun duration, coupled with Chain Lightning and Cloak of Flames, just adds so much, continuous damage. Archmage not going after the War Golem and this Red Drake here. Is Soin going to capitalize on this with his triple Claws of Attack plus 5, perhaps looking to deal some damage there? We are also looking at a lot of illusions here. Tauren Chieftain getting a Stormbolt or gift by that Mountain King as both sides are fighting their way through. All right, Tauren Chieftain going to try and engage here. What does he have? Down to 300 hit points. He's trying to land in the backside spot. There goes a stomp. That is just an illusion, not a real thing. Tauren Chieftain now down to 129 hit points. Gets up to level 5. Now trying to land up a little bit more damage. There's another stomp right there, but he needs a big heal. Scroll of Healing could be used as well. Chain Lightning still bouncing around. Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain falls at 5. And, well, this fight is now going definitely in favor of in Happy's direction. Unable to use that Scroll of Healing, but even if he did, it is only 150 hit points. Really not that much. Chain Lightning still bouncing around. There goes one dead priest. Another dead priest could get taken down as well. Just trying to rack up all of that damage and deal some lasting damage here as Happy down to 35 supply, taking quite a bit of damage here. All right, some illusions are still wandering around here. The army of Soin, actually a decent size here, as we are looking at the priest about to get taken down. There goes level 6 now onto the Farseer. Farseer with that plus 15 damage, really showing signs of life with those auto attacks, dealing upwards of 58 damage per attack. All right, those Shadow Wolves are getting in some critical strikes as well. We are looking at level 3 Spirit Wolves or Shadow Wolves and level 3 Chain Lightning as the Farseer looks to back away. Level 6 and a dead level 5 going up against a level 5 and a level 4 Mountain going after this after that priest, or yeah, after that shaman there. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Farseer continuing to put in pressure. Mountain King gets up to level 5. That can be a bit scary as the grunts are joining in, and this is an absolute bloodbath on both sides. Both sides losing a lot more than I believe that they are expecting, as the Farseer can now go down to dead as well. Down to 23 hit points. Down to 20. Yep, down to 24. Down to dead. And what is Soin looking to do, as that grunt may give level 6 to Happy and give him mass teleport as well. All right. Plenty of opportunities for Soin. However, Soin just didn't have enough survivability items on that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain getting resurrected the old-fashioned way. Happy actually kind of standing guard next to the tavern, trying to prevent the Farseer from being resurrected easily, as the units now look to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain out here onto the battlefield. He's sitting at level 5. Farseer getting resurrected the old-fashioned way, as well as the main gold mines only have a minute of mining left. That is going to be a major setback. But with all of that said, Happy does not once that Farseer comes back out onto the battlefield, Happy won't have the hero level advantage. Yes, he was able to catch up, but it feels like Happy is just in the driver's seat of this game based on how momentum is working. Mass teleport, a very strong ultimate ability. Tauren Chieftain unable to really land as much damage without that Farseer nearby, following things up with Chain Lightning to really start to drop some of those units. There goes an ensnare as well. Tauren Chieftain still going after that Farseer. Farseer trying to retreat back away. Are we going to get perhaps some more ensnares? grunt damage still adding up. Farseer could be in trouble. There's a Storm, Archmage could be in trouble. Tauren Chieftain, however, still trying to land in some stomps. There is some damage going after one Rifleman. There goes another as well. But we are going to be looking at some dead grunts here too. Mountain King still benefiting from that Brilliance aura. Tauren Chieftain trying to just reposition himself as the Farseer is about to make his way back out as well. All right, repairs were needed. No reinforced defenses. This is a bit of a trouble. 34 supply compared to 40 as the Archmage with Water Elementals, Rifleman, and Priest really pushing on through. Potion of Greater Mana, Clarity Potion picked up there. He's going to be backing away, trying to get a bit more mana again as the Farseer's resurrection timer is about up. All right, there goes an ensnare. What is going to go down here? Tauren Chieftain could try to head back off to the north here. Stormbolt could go down onto the Tauren Chieftain. Where is all of this running happening to as the Tauren Chieftain is just running around in circles? But I think this was a purposeful play by Soin to be able to regroup with this Farseer, who now has a potion of mana. All right. Dual Shadow Wolves are going to be trying to engage here. Here we are going into an engagement, and this is going to be a big fight. Was all of that dancing around worth it? That is going to be the question. There's a Chain Lightning. There is a Stomp. Cloak of Flames was sold. Damage is no longer easily racking up as well. That Cloak of Flames did represent a large amount of gold, perhaps to buy that Farseer, those consumable items that we saw earlier. All right, there goes one Rifleman there. 25 supply compared to 35. Both sides still fighting their way through. I'm sure he wishes that he had Cloak of Flames right now as he's surrounded by Riflemen and still taking up some damage. All right, Rifleman down to 113 hit points. That is going to perhaps get taken down here. Needs one or two critical strikes to finish things off. There goes one. Another unit could get taken down. There was a stomp onto the Archmage. Archmage no longer able to mass teleport away as that was disrupted. 155 hit points down to 105. Farseer down to 73 hit points. Mountain King looking to get a Stormbolt, unable to do so, and the Voodoo Lounge was taken down as well. All right, Archmage continuing the chase, perhaps going to try to finish off that Shaman there. Tauren Chieftain now trying to make its way over, going after that Archmage. Where is the Farseer? Farseer is running off down to that Fountain of Health, but the Tauren Chieftain with that Endurance Aura should be able to catch up quite a bit of distance as the Scroll of Town Portal finally is used there. Rifleman gonna survive. Farseer staying alive and getting healed up at this Fountain of Health on the right side. Long distance mining underway. A little bit of gold has been mined out of that gold mine. Meanwhile, peasants now making their way down to the south, trying to do some long distance mining of their own. Farseer back up to, 3/4 hit points here as the Shadow Wolves are going to be wandering around and finding perhaps a couple of easy peasants who are just trying to bring gold back home. Tauren Chieftain now making its way back over. Are we going to see a stomp here? Nope. Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain here. Damage. Level 6 now on the Mountain King. And that could be a very big deal there. We are going to be going into Avatar. There's a Chain Lightning bouncing around. Archmage could be in trouble. Are we going to see a stomp? No, we are not. Just racking up damage. And that Shadow Wolf causing some problems. There's a Purge. Level 6 on the Tauren Chieftain. And suddenly the script is flipped once more. Plot twist, getting a level 6 Tauren Chieftain now. Farseer down to 193 hit points. Mountain King without enough mana as it is still trying to chase. Farseer looks like, it is unable to break away from that Mountain King who does have Boots of Speed. Stormbolt should be inbound, and there is death for the Farseer again. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain going up against that Priest right there and should be able to take him down. More long distance mining, 15 supply compared to 21. Archmage, is it getting resurrected? No, it is not. Farseer not getting resurrected either. 25 minutes into this game, and I don't remember how many lead changes we have had so far. Tauren Chieftain perhaps going to try and get in a couple of stomps here. Stormbolt could be inbound if the Mountain King actually had mana. Tauren Chieftain wanting to catch up to that Priest, perhaps lay down a stomp there. Ring of Superiority should be a real item. Yeah, Ring of Superiority is a very, very, very strong item. I think it is an item that is, now that the map makers can make their own items in their maps, then why not? All right, there goes a purge down onto the Mountain King, and that Mountain King still trying to perhaps land another Stormbolt again there. Shaman trying to keep a little bit of distance. Oh, this is interesting. The Shaman could have turned around, tried to Stormbolt that Mountain King while it had lost line of sight, but now instead going to get killed as the Mountain King can't see around the trees. The Tauren Chieftain, however, giving sight to that Shaman would have been able to enable a purge against that Mountain King, and then that Mountain King would not have been able to land that Stormbolt. Mountain King sell the boots. Oh, Mountain King did sell the boots. So Mountain King unable to outrun the Tauren Chieftain now with that endurance aura. Resurrection on that Archmage has begun. Resurrection on the Farseer still not there yet. A little bit of additional gold is necessary as the Tauren Chieftain going after some of Happy's other units here. All right, another peasant going to end up falling. Every peasant taken down is a little bit less gold being mined here as all the peasants are splitting up. Are they going to try to go for a stomp here? That's the question. That's a beautiful stomp pattern. I don't know why he tried to get in a surround there. That is not what he needed. There goes another peasant again. The Tauren Chieftain could throw down another stomp, and now going after the priest. Priest could end up getting taken down. You can see how long that stun actually lasts there as the Tauren Chieftain now actually low on mana, going to continue to go after peasant after peasant. There goes another, but that was a bit of deny right there as the Tauren Chieftain now heads back off to the north. I don't know if you really need to deny experience when your opponent's hero is already at level 6. Getting to level 7, getting a shot off onto the Tauren Chieftain may actually stick for a little bit more damage. I don't know. I'd have to ask how that really works in the long run. I understand denying your units high during the early stages of the game, but denying your peasants at the late stage of the game, could come back to haunt. But that Tauren Chieftain, even if you do stick damage on him, well, he'll just get back up again as well. Make items since when and why? I think since forever, right? I mean, back to the days of the original Dota, the players were able to make custom items in their shops, right? So then map makers are then able to make custom items as well, and then put them in dropped from creeps. All right, Tauren Chieftain now going to go ahead and back up here, getting in a little bit of heal. Tauren Chieftain still making its way back off to the north. Farseer now finally is reviving. Here we are, halfway resurrection. Tauren Chieftain has to be very careful, even if it does get knocked down and can stand back up. It does not want to fight against both heroes while 2 water elementals are in play. And especially without the Farseer acting as a bit of support. All right, we are still getting into long distance mining here. Plenty of workers, 10 workers compared to, I believe, 15? 8 workers versus 3. There's only 3 workers off of these peasants. That is a significant drop off in overall gold as the army sizes are still favoring Happy. 15 supply compared to 10 or really 5 as this Farseer is slowly getting resurrected. Peons now making their way over. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? No, Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain. Level 3 Stormbolt followed by a Thunderclap after the Tauren Chieftain's stun comes to an end. And, well, you can see that the Tauren Chieftain is trying to catch up. There's a stomp onto that Priest. Priest could end up getting taken down. 2 more shots needed. 1 more shot needed. Farseer is out here onto the battlefield. Are we going to get some damage? Tauren Chieftain is out here onto the battlefield here. Are we going to see a stomp as we are looking for a stomp to take down that Priest right there? It does end up getting taken down. Stormbolt onto the Farseer. Farseer now needs to retreat back. Is he going to be able to hide here? Oh, beautiful, beautiful block there, preventing the Mountain King from being able to catch up here as the Farseer still racking up a little bit of damage. Tauren Chieftain could try and throw down a stomp here onto the Archmage. Archmage trying to duck, dive, and dodge out of this unfriendly spot here as the Farseer is getting in a little bit of separation. All right, Farseer getting in. Oh, a beautiful, beautiful path block there. That stun seemingly lasting forever as the Spirit Wolves are not getting resummoned. Archmage going after. There is another stun right there. Farseer down to 115 hit points. Archmage down to 208, and he's still trying to retreat away. Endurance Aura on those speedy wolves really making a big, big problem. Archmage going to be coming back around the side here. Farseer getting into position. Both sides are trying to fight their way through. Happy could lose his Archmage, and he does. Level 7 now on the Farseer as the level 7 Farseer and the level 6 Tauren Chieftain look to try and retreat back. Tauren Chieftain could throw no mana for Stomp. Spirit Wolves causing problems, and a 2-unit surround by Soin catching that Mountain King completely off guard. And what's funny is after he Storm Bolts it, he can't break free either. Unable to break free after the Stormbolt because the Shadow Wolf is only revealed when it attacks. So by Stormbolting it, while it still had more than 300 hit points, well, he actually trapped himself in, not allowing that Mountain King to get out. A beautiful, beautiful last second play giving him the victory there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.